Hey guys, my name is Blakey Boy here from YGSL, bringing you a brand new video, and today I'm going to be telling a story about how I found weed in my parents' little safe thingy that they were trying to keep hidden, I guess. So, there's actually a lot of unanswered questions about this story. I probably should have asked my parents beforehand, but they were out doing a little baseball game for my little brother, so yeah, let's just do it. So, this all took place back when I was living with my family in, what, like maybe 8 houses ago, 9 houses ago. I mean, like, my goddamn family is like just a bunch of gypsies, so we like, in like a year, we probably moved like maybe 4 times at least. We moved so goddamn much. I don't think we've ever like stayed at a house for more than a year. So we stayed at this house, and I don't remember exactly how this happened, but we were looking through some of my parents' stuff. I guess they were probably out or something, or we were cleaning up because we were moving out to a new place. And I was looking around at stuff, and I got to their safe. And their safe was usually locked and stuff. And it was, and even if it was unlocked, when you looked through it, there was really nothing interesting in it. I mean, my dad used to have a gun, but he got rid of that because they're Christians and stuff. And oh, you shouldn't have a gun if you're a Christian. That's a car in the back. I'm sorry if you guys heard that, but actually, I don't think Christians have that much of a problem with guns. I remember having like a crazy pastor that had a gun. Yeah, I don't know. My mom and dad they were weird people. So I was looking around in their safe or something like that. I can't tell whether I was being snoopy or I was actually trying to move things from one house to the other. And I looked at it, and I opened it up, and I saw this little bag of weed. Alright, now I've never actually seen like rolled blunts and shit like that before. I mean, like, I have seen weed once when I was at a friend's house. We looked in his older brother's room, which will probably be a story for another time, but then again, probably not, because it's not really that much of an eventful story still. But I saw this, and I knew instantly that it was weed, alright? Because, like, what is more obvious that it's weed when it's in a freaking bag, and it's just, like, green, grassy shit that's all, like, mixed up and stuff. I was like, yeah, this is weed. Obviously, it's weed. It's in a safe. It obviously looked like it needed to be hidden. So I was like, alright, so do I put this back where it was and decide not to talk about it? And I was like, you know what, man, maybe I'm going to mess with my parents a little bit. Maybe ruin their day. I'm going to confront them about it. So I walked up to my parents, me and my brother, Eric, because Eric was also cleaning out the bedroom with me. And he's all like, yeah, alright, let's ask Mom and Dad about this, man. I'm going to believe Mom and Dad have weed. They're so cool. I was like, nah, they're not that cool. They're just potheads. But don't get the wrong impression about this, by the way. Just because I found weed in their thing doesn't mean they're potheads or anything like that. I actually think that the weed in there... I actually think that the weed in there was probably really, really old. And I don't think that weed can expire, but it probably did expire. Or something like that, because I'm pretty sure that was in there for like years. I mean, that safe has been around for years as well. So this is probably something they put in there like when they were like teenagers and stuff and forgot about it. But we confront my mom and dad about it. We were like, hey, what's up with this weed, Mom and Dad? What are you doing? Why aren't you sharing any with us? And they're like, what? And I think the most hilarious thing about this entire story is that they try to play it off like it was something else. Like they thought we were stupid enough to believe their cover-up stories. They're like, oh, that's you thought that was weed? No, that is the ashes of Shrek. He was actually my great aunt and uncle, Philip. Yeah. No, but they actually had, like, an excuse for it that was, like, complete bullshit, but, like, I was able to see past it instantly. They were like, oh, that's just flavored tobacco. They said it was colored tobacco and stuff. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is just regular tobacco for cigarettes, right? And they're like, yeah, it's just colored flavored tobacco. And while I am aware that there is such thing as colored flavored tobacco, I looked at it and I was like, how stupid do you think I am? This is a legitimately rolled up blunt, because I don't think I've told you guys this before, but in the bag there was actually, like, a rolled up blunt. I was like, if that was regular flavored tobacco or something like that, you would have just put it in a goddamn cigarette thing, hollow cigarette thing, and you smoked it like a regular cigarette. This is like in the cartoons blunt. You look it up, it's like just like a big fat blunt. It's got all the fucking marijuana around it. I'm like, yeah, this is not goddamn flavored tobacco. I'm not that stupid. I mean, at the time I was like, I probably wasn't even a teenager. Actually, I was a teenager probably. I just turned 13. I'm gonna be 16 soon. Woohoo! That's just great. But I don't even, wait, what are we even talking about? Yeah, so I looked and I was like, come on, man. Like, honestly, do you really think I'm gonna fall for that? And when I talk to my mom and dad about it now, well, actually, no, I'm gonna talk about this still a little bit more back in the story. But they didn't. They told me to put it back. They told me to shut my mouth, and that was something me and Eric laughed our asses off Eric is my little brother, by the way. That was something me and Eric laughed our asses off about for years to come. We caught our parents with weed. And I don't understand why my mom and dad try to play it off like they would never do drugs or anything like that. I mean, they have like hundreds of stories of how they did freaking marijuana and shit. My mom and dad had like the craziest childhoods ever. I think if they had Storytime video channels, then they'd probably get more popular than me. But yeah, we never really talked about it much. I told my mom and dad the other day that I was going to be telling a story about this, and they kind of had the expression like, "You better not, damn it." But I did anyway, so. I think they actually finally admit that they did admit that it was weed, which really isn't that much of a surprise. But yeah, we all know that it was weed now. They confirmed it, even though we didn't really need their confirmation to know. But yeah, I guess that's the story to today. Shout out to the Virgin Army. I almost forgot the name. The Virgin Army, Jakrispy, and Eric. I need to shout my community out every video I make. I keep forgetting that. I'm sorry about the freaking vehicle in the background. It's so damn loud. But the Virgin Army, it consists of me, my brother Eric, and Jakrispy. And Jakrispy makes the gaming videos. Eric makes the whatever the hell Eric makes, and I make the commentaries and story times. It's all a well evenly balanced out thing, actually, now that you think about it. So you should give all of our channels a try and check them out. I'm probably leaning more in the direction of checking out Eric's channel when the outro hits. I really don't like Jakrispy. I'm pretty sure that he wants to have sex with my sister, which is kind of weird because I don't have a sister, but he showed up to my house one day with a wig on, and he said, "Put it on your brother, we're gonna have some playtime," so. Jesus Christ, these vehicles outside, God. See you guys tomorrow.